Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking out this video. So today I am going to talk about CIARA's new song and video called Set. I am going to dissect this song for you because I have talked to maybe about 40 different people asking them if they have either heard the song or seen the video, and majority of them had. But then when I asked them if they understood the message that CIARA was sending in the song, majority of them were like, no. So that's what really made me want to do this video, because the first time that I heard this song, I was like, oh, that's my new theme song. It really has me motivated. And I was like, I feel like I have to go even harder with my hustle. Okay, so periodically you'll see me glancing down at my phone because this is a fairly new song for me and I want to try to make sure that I get the lyrics right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this video, and whoever CIARA is dedicating this song to, I would not under any circumstances whatsoever want to be this person. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into this.
All I know is hustle. I put that on my set. The hustle till I pass out. Treat all my shoe boxes like the bank now.
Okay, so she says, all I know is hustle. I put that on my set. So you have some people that will say, I tell you this, or I'm telling you this. I put that on my kids, or I put that on my life. They're pretty much swearing. But instead of her saying, you know, I put that on my kids or I put that on my life, she's actually saying, no, I put that on my set, okay? And as you can see in the video, she has a stage set up. So that is her set. And then she says, I hustle till I pass out, okay? Now, I network with a lot of successful people. Some of these people are self-employed. Some of them work for different companies, but they are absolute workaholics. Some of them run off of pretty much minimal sleep. Some of them that do get a great night's rest pretty much every night, they go hard from the time that they get up to the time that they go to sleep, because we all know pretty much what you put in is what you get out. So I can just envision CIARA staying up late nights just working on her next song, thinking about what she wants to do for her tour, just thinking about everything that she wants to do to keep grinding to make her business better. You know, she's a mother, she's a wife, so I can actually see her, you know, passing out, not to the point, of course, where she's unconscious, but she's going so hard that when she's ready to go down for the night or for the day, whenever she goes to sleep, she's passed out, okay? And then she says, treat all my shoe boxes like the bank now. So what do you do at a bank? You deposit money into an account. So sometimes you see CIARA with low tops on, some low top kicks. Sometimes you see her with some high top kicks. Sometimes you see her with those long boots. Because I have a couple of pair of those tall boots, and I know that those boxes that those boots came in are so freaking huge. So if you have a bunch of like shoes, I mean, you can stuff a whole bunch of cake inside of your shoe boxes, okay?
Guess you can say that I'm the man, but on that big boss level, and I put that on my sets, on my.
Okay, so she said, guess you can say that I'm the man now. So of course, she's not trying to be a man. To me, CIARA comes off as very feminine, and she's also married to Russell Wilson, okay? So then she said on that big boss level. So to me, the part that she said about the man and the big boss level goes hand in hand, because statistically, there are more men who own their own businesses than women, and also statistically, there are more like CEOs, CFOs than women. We also know that a lot of men get paid more than some women that are in the same role. So when she says that I'm on that big boss level, I think she's referring to everything that she's doing, her accomplishments. She actually owns her own record label. And I'm pretty sure that there are more men that own their own record label than women. women. So not to discount what women are doing, because women are making great things happen. They're breaking barriers, and they just have some great things going on. But at the end of the day, statistically, you've always heard people say it's a man's world. So she's like, I guess you could say that I'm the man now on that big boss level, and I put that on my set, and she is straight putting it on her set. Okay. Okay. She said, I can smell your hate from about a mile away. You just mad that I won't come down. Okay. So let's just use this as an example. Let's say if you have a trash can full of trash, you go out of town for a week and you forget to take out the trash before you come back. When you come back, that trash is going to stink. It is going to crank. It's no way that you can get around it. Now, let's say that you sit this trash can on your front porch. Okay. Now, I would never sit this on my front porch, but I'm just using this as an example. So let's say you sit the trash can on your front porch. When you walk by that trash can, it is going to stink. Okay. Now, let's say while you're outside on your front porch, you actually see your neighbor across the street. Let's say you leave the trash can where it is and you go across the street to talk to your neighbor. More than likely, you will not be able to smell that trash across the street on your front porch, right? So to me, that comes off as intuition. So she says, I can smell your hate from about a mile away. And I'm like, dang, that's some strong hate. And I'm like, but it's so deep and I love it and I'm here for it. I'm just like, okay, stay away from that person and stay far away from that person, okay? So then she said, you mad that I just won't come down. Now, really, she's not coming down. She is constantly elevating. She's married to Russell Wilson, who is one of the highest paid NFL players in the league. So just with her being with him alone, she's doing her thing. He treats her like a queen, okay? And then on top of that, she has her own record label. She is her own boss. And then she actually got accepted into Harvard. So by the time she graduates, she is going to have so many investors who are going to want to invest in her different businesses that she has out there. So I'm just like, okay. She's like, you mad I won't come down? She's really not coming down, even though she left the scene for a minute and she came back. She came back going harder than ever, okay? Okay, so she said, I can see the look that's written on your face. Now, with some people, it's so obvious if they're jealous or if they're envious of you. It's so obvious by their facial expression and by their body language. But on the other hand, some people that are jealous of you, that may dislike you, that may not want to see you do well, it's like they do a fantastic job of hiding it. And sometimes you can't tell. Now she says, wonder how I still fit this crown. To me, that can mean one of two things. To me, CIARA comes off as a humble person, right? So I would think that if someone is cocky, conceited, or self-serving, or however you want to put it, I would think that their ego is so big that they would not be able to fit their existing crown. But instead, she's saying, you wonder how I can still, fit this crown. Now, another way to look at it is it could be her crown in the R&B circle, with her being a music artist. She left for a while, had another child. She came back, and she came back just doing her thing. So, I mean, even though there are several, you know, R&B artists out there, CIARA still has like her own look. She has her own sound. She has her own style. She dance. It's like, you know, she's just unique with everything that she's bringing. So maybe she means her R&B crown, okay? Okay, so she said, you hating, but you watching though. Now, I'm the kind of person that if I dislike someone, I do not care what you do. I don't want to know anything about you. Now, of course, if I still see you, I'll speak to you and I'll be cordial. But other than that, wanting to know what's going on in your life, I could give a flying fart, okay? So whoever that does not want her to do good, it's like, you know, like she said, it's written all over your face. She can see it. And then she's saying, but you hate him, but you still watching though. Some people that don't like you, that don't want to see you do well, it's like they'll keep tabs on you to find out your every move because they're waiting for you to slip up, or they want to have something negative to say about you. So I'm like, she is bringing it. Okay, so the part where she said you mad because I'm unstoppable, she really is like not stopping. She's doing her thing. Now, that next part was so deep where she says, you count me out, but the counters count me in. Looks like I'm putting up another win again, right? So think about when someone counts someone out. They dismiss you. They like count you out for whatever reason. They write you off because they don't believe in you. They exclude you for whatever reason. So when you're counting someone out, that's what you're doing. You don't want them to be a part of something. But she said the counters count me in. Now her counters are her fans, her supporters, the people that are investing in her, the people that believe in her. These are people who buy her tickets, people who buy her music. Like, these counters are the people that help contribute to her success. So ultimately, those are the people that matter. Those are the people that are important. Those are the people who make a difference. So pretty much, even though these counters are counting her in, that's why she's so successful. She's saying you count me out. But at the end of the day, the people or the person that's counting her out, they don't matter. Because even though they're counting her out, she's still rising to the top. You know, she's still doing her things. So when she said that, I was just like, okay, yeah. So she said it looks like she's putting up another win again. She's been putting up wins left and right. It's like when I look at some of her videos online, like on YouTube, she's had like millions of views with her songs, her videos, people listening to her lyrics. So it's like, yeah, she definitely putting up another win. So she's like, okay, next. Okay, so she says, I go too hard. That I go too hard, that for me just means that she hustles till she pass out. You know, she doing her thing. She gives it everything that she has. Okay, so then she says, grind for my team. I would think that her team is her husband and her children first. Okay, now as long as CIARA is employed, then she's going to have her employees, the people who work for her. So if you notice in the video, when she says grind for my team, she's also pointing to the people that are in the video with her. She's saying that she grinds for her team, okay? So then she says, been that since back. So when she says that, she's pretty much saying this ain't nothing new for her. She's been doing this all along. You know, she grind hard. She is there for her team, and she's like, I go too hard. So she's still the same CIARA that she's always been. That's what she means by when she says been that since back. And then she says, I run teams. Yes, boo-boo, you are running things. You are running teams. Yes.
No cap, I own my name. You know the name, ain't a damn thing changed.
Okay, so this part was super important, okay? Now she says no cap. Two ways you can look at that. One way is when I think of no cap, I think of something not having a limit. There are like endless possibilities. You can do whatever you want, okay? It's no cap. She's her own boss. She makes her own calls, okay? Of course, she has people who advise her of things, but at the end of the day, because she is her own boss, ultimately it's her decision, okay? So then she says, I own my name. That is like crucial, because we have a lot of music artists, and even though they generate a lot of money from the songs that they sing or rap for, it's like at the end of the day, a fraction of the money that's made goes to, you know, those artists. A lot of that money goes to the record labels that they are signed with. Now, where a lot of these artists get their money from is doing like endorsement deals. So when you see them like on commercials for shoes, for clothes, for makeup, for perfume, whatever, that's when they actually go ahead and make most of their money. Now, she said, you know the name. Ain't nothing changed. I'm not gonna curse, but she says ain't nothing changed, okay? So she's saying that she's still the same CC. You still know her like she's the same person. She ain't changed. You know, she's still CIARA, okay? All right, so let me tell you about that part. So when she says we said, okay, she is married to Russell Wilson. If you take her income and set it to the side for a moment, it's like just being with him alone. She's saying that she's set and her kids are set, okay? Now, if you take her income and set his income to the side, she was doing very well before, you know, I guess they hooked up, before they got married or whatever. She had already made a name for herself. So it's not like she's successful because of Russell. So when I think of her saying that we set, she's saying, I don't need you for anything. We are financially straight. We are emotionally straight. We are mentally straight, okay? She's saying we set. I don't know any other way to put it, but yeah, they said. She said.
The hustle till I pass out. Treat all my shoe boxes like the bank now. Guess you can say that I'm the man now. On that big boss level, and I put that on my set. On my sets. On my set, we 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 set.
Okay, so notice how she said we set, and then you can hear, like, I guess one of her kids in the background, and they like, yay. That's confirmation right there that she's saying that we set. Okay, so I'm about to take y'all to my favorite part of the video. The entire song, I love it, but this is like my favorite part. I love how the beat drops. I just love everything about this part, and I love what she actually does in the video too. So I'm about to play this part for y'all.
No cap, I own my name. You know the name, ain't a damn thing changed. You hating, but you watching, though. I guess you're kinda mad that I'm unstoppable. You count me out, accountants count me in. Looks like I'm putting up another win again. Cause I hustle till I pass out. Treat all my shoe boxes like the bank. Guess you can say that I'm the man. On that big boss level, and I put that on my set. On my sets. On my set, we 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 set. I go too hard, grind for my team. Been there since then. I run team. No cap, I own my name. You know the name, ain't a damn thing changed.
So thanks for checking out this video. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you like it, make sure that you like the video, share it, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And go ahead and share this video as well. Check out some of my other videos. I have like a variety of videos. There's something there for everybody, whether it's for natural hair care. I posted some home renovation videos. I'll be posting more. So my channel is very diverse. So let me know what your perspective is, you know, of this song. Just go ahead and drop it in the comments and let me know what you think. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Until we meet again, bye.